welcome to a brand new episode of the Woolly Thistle Shopcast, coming to you from gorgeous summery New Hampshire, where it only rains on the weekends.
You know, what comes after 2 days of rain in New Hampshire?
A lot of sun and
Monday.
Monday, yes, exactly. That's our life right now. It's beautiful outside when we're all here, but that's okay because we love what we do. But Jill, you're with us today. Maggie's on vacation.
Yes, yeah.
Jill is our wonderful customer service lead, and she manages the shop front and everything that goes on out here, as well as customer service. And now you have Alyssa helping you with emails.
I do. Alyssa's doing great. In fact, you're more often than not see Alyssa's name on an email than mine anymore.
Right, because you're doing other exciting things. So we're happy for that. And so Maggie's on vacation. Hope she's not sweltering where she is too much. She'll tell us about it when she comes back. And we are here. So let's do some housekeeping before we get started. First of all, I'm Corinne. I own and operate the Woolly Thistle with my wonderful team, of which Jill is a very important part. And the Woolly Thistle is an online yarn store now with a shop front, a year old when you see this. We opened, was it the 4th of July weekend last year?
It was, our soft opening was, I think, the week before that.
That's right.
And then
That's right.
Big opening is mid-July. So,
yeah. So we've been at this for a year, and it's quite the adventure, and I think will continue to be quite the adventure as we make plans for things. But it's wonderful, and we've really enjoyed meeting a lot of customers and viewers who have come to the shop when they're in the area. Quite a big area. We're two highways intersect, 89 and 93. 91.
91, yeah.
93 is further south. 89 and 91 intersect right here, so it's quite handy for getting here. So come and visit us if you haven't yet. But anyway, I digress. So let's see, what do I want to talk about? Pips for Thistlers. Please sign up and use and collect pips. It's money off yarn when you shop again, and that's not a bad thing ever. We don't run ads on this channel. If you find an ad on this channel, just send us an email so that we know that something went awry, but we do not plan to, and we do not show ads on this channel. That's our way of saying thank you. It's one of our ways of saying thank you for being here, watching the Shopcast and shopping with us, telling your friends, leaving comments, all of that. We want you to have uninterrupted Woolly Thistle time. Free shipping on orders over $99, which is always good. We brought that down a little bit a while back.
US shipping.
US shipping, thank you.
Shipping.
Yes, not worldwide, unfortunately. Thank you. But that does include Alaska and Hawaii, so that's pretty good. And if you have to pay for shipping for your order that's under $99, it's currently $6.95, which is still a good deal. Check the show notes down below for notes and links and all that kind of stuff, and pattern mentions that we will be talking about. One last piece of housekeeping that I almost forgot is that if you would like to be on the Shopcast, it's very easy. All you need to do is go to the connect link on our website, and actually I think Erica usually puts a nice little link there for you. Click that, fill in the application, and we will get you a spot on the show to talk about your whips or your FOs or anything to do with yarn that the Woolly Thistle champions. That's how we like to get new people on the show. And last time we had Michelle, who did a phenomenal job. And I think
the number of comments about Michelle were like, oh my gosh.
All her swatching. Yes, I mean, you're pro
She's a girl after my own heart.
That's right. So I thought that was really wonderful, and thoroughly enjoyed her. And she's quite a new knitter, but kicking it. So that's awesome. Okay, and then for segments today, who do we have for segments today?
We have Ruth today talking about crochet. I'm going to give you a sneak peek. She's talking about amigurumi.
I know.
These are her newest little, she brought them into the shop and let us keep them on our desks here. So they're adorable. So she's going to be talking about that, as well as a sweater that she's knitting with Biche Bouche cotton. We have a segment from Caitlin.
Yeah, Caitlin's having issues with a sweater that she had set aside and is still having issues. So very good to get a sense of tenacity from her there. I mean, I'm sure she has decisions to make, and whatever decision she makes is good. But she is trying hard, kind of like I've been with my Billy. And then
we have Rachel from Fair Isle. So we've got an update on her. And also, last time she was on, we heard about her knitwear being stolen.
Yeah.
And she was reimbursed for that. Yes. So she's not she's at a loss anymore. So that's fantastic.
Yeah, she's financially recouped, but you know, I'm sure it still leaves a feeling.
Oh, yeah, but
I'm glad.
She's not,
yes, exactly.
She's out the time, but not the money anymore.
Right.
At least, so.
Right. Okay, so let's see. Why don't we announce a winner first? Would you like to do that?
I would love to do that.
There you go.
All right. So, first of all, winners, if you'd like to be in the running for a $25 Woolly Thistle shop gift card, like the video today, comment on it, and we randomly select 2 winners to win a $25 gift card.
Right.
So the winner, or one of the winners from last time.
Yes, we always do 2.
Yep,
we remember.
The first winner today is at Elaine Thorpe-Y4B. And Elaine said, love watching your show. Great content, fun interactions, and wonderful guests. I almost always learn something from your podcasts and blogs. Thanks so much for all you provide to knitters. Keep up the good work.
Yay! That's so nice. Well, congratulations, Elaine. And all you need to do to claim your prize is to shoot us an email at info@thewoollythistle. Put prize winner in capitals so that you are quickly picked out of our inbox, and we can get that off to you. And like Jill said, to be in the running for next time, all you need to do is leave a comment below about anything, and give us a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. All right, let's see, what else do we have? So we've got segments. Before we go to segments, maybe we can talk about what's on our needles or what we've been knitting, and then we will go to, who are we going to go first to? Caitlin. All right, so let's do you have anything? Do you have FOs or what?
I have the longest running FO.
Okay.
In my hair. I have I'll take it out quick. I have a
pretty.
A Sophie scarf hair tie that is made with junction fiber mills making tracks in Zinnia. There were some weird colors in here that I didn't like, so I just did a little stripe and then I cut it out. So anyway, Sophie scarf.
So is this their Zinnia too?
Yeah, this whole thing is Zinnia.
Because it's stripe barber pulley kind of, it changes. All right, gotcha. Yeah, the Sophie scarf, very pretty.
But
very neat.
I started this last summer when I decided I was going to start knitting or try to knit continental.
Oh, beautiful.
So
did you actually do it all in continental?
I did it all in continental.
Are you not a continental knitter?
No, I'm not.
Okay. That's okay.
But, you know, I'm working on it.
That's okay.
So for all of you people that say you're on Team Slow Knit, I again am the team captain because that tiny little scarf took me a whole year to knit.
Oh my gosh, but it's beautiful.
Yeah,
really
it's
lovely.
just a fun little, you know.
I forgot that Junction Fiber Mill has a yarn called Zinnia. We'll be talking about Zinnia shortly.
We'll be talking about more Junction Fiber today too.
Yes. So do you have anything else for knitting?
Yes, I do. I have my my Audrey vest that I'm working on for the vest cal.
Yeah.
I separated for this, not for the sleeves, for front and back this weekend. I have, this is kind of tangled up mess right now, but I have one front completely done.
Pretty.
So it's that Audrey lace.
Yeah.
It's really pretty.
Very
it's just a slip one, knit 3, pass the slip stitch over. So it's a really simple lace. But I have this one done.
What are you knitting this in? Jameson's?
Yeah, and Spindrift.
Yep. Lovely.
And then I have my other side. I've got, the first few rows of lace done.
Oh, good.
So yeah.
Coming along.
And then I'll just hit the back. So I could conceivably have this done by the end of the cal.
All right.
So,
oh my gosh.
Which I think is a first for me ever.
Wow. And I think there's only 9 days left or something for the cal. But don't worry if you're not going to be done in time. But if you are, be sure to post your FOs so that you're in the running for prize.
Can I show a quick update too?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So this is not my knitting. This is my husband's. But
Jill is lucky enough to have a husband that is also a knitter.
Yeah. Last time I was on, last month, I talked about the very sad vest story.
Yeah. I love this color.
This is my very sad vest that is now, we joke, it's the size of like a knitted sports bra.
And it's very thick now.
It's very thick.
Because
it got put in the wash and Peace Fleece felt lovely.
Yeah.
So yeah.
It's gorgeous.
So this week, the back is finished on my next one and the front is cast on.
And he's knitting away.
Yep.
Beautiful knitting.
So yeah,
Peace Fleece again.
Yes, Peace Fleece again.
Oh yeah, let's see.
Yeah, this is the difference in size.
Yeah. Oh my.
So,
he must have felt so terrible.
Surprisingly, no. He was like, maybe you shouldn't put your hand knits in the laundry.
Oh,
So,
snap.
yeah, there was a little, but
well,
but
fair
anyway,
enough. Fair
yeah.
enough.
So for anybody that was emailing about how wonderful he is
doing
great.
laundry.
Oh yeah, he was doing laundry, so I can't complain. But yeah, but I wanted to share not
Well
my
done,
FO, but
Dave.
my family FO or my family whip.
Right, exactly. Well, I don't have much to show either. My Billy cardigan is not done. We had 100-degree weather here, which was not knitting. Not knitting, especially because that day was the day I decided to put in my air conditioners. I had to put in 4 of them with Maya's help because I hadn't got it done before then. So we were sweltering. We actually dropped one out of my son's bedroom. So
now you have 3 air conditioners.
Now I have 3 air conditioners. But luckily, you know, did I have 4? We were putting 3 in, that's it, and I had a 4th. So we had a spare, thankfully. So that was all done. And then the next night, when we were all nice and cool, my smoke detectors started chirping in the middle of the night. And there was a whole drama about that as to, I thought I had the right batteries. I did not. We had to go get them. Then, you know, we spent the night trying to find the one that was chirping. Finally gave up on that and changed all of them. So it was a whole thing and just horrible. So I did not do much knitting those nights.
Yeah.
But I have, so all that to say, my Billy cardigan will be finished next time. It's just about ready to block. I've got my button bands in the works and that won't take long. I'm loving it. I've tried it on. It fits. I nearly called you Maggie. Yay. Jill, it fits really well and I think I'm going to wear the heck out of it. So that's exciting. But I can't wait to block it. I've got to find buttons. May or may not have buttons next time we're here. But it will be finished. So hang on another episode. But what I did cast on was my Lochside socks.
Yay.
In the new color Zinnia from our Rambler collection.
I love that color.
Oh, me too.
That is, I mean, well, clearly it seems like everything I have is.
Yes, yeah. It's just a good color, isn't it? So I cast on the Lochside, which is a broken rib pattern that I wrote, sock pattern. And so the Zinnia, which is available in the sock bag, which is on sale right now. They went on sale this week, and I'm sure we'll have some left for you if you haven't trundled over to the shop yet. So this is the new color. Oh, do we have the navy?
Oh, yes, we do.
The other, so this goes
no, wait, the navy is in the one you have, in the bag you have.
Oh, it's in a bag I have.
Yep.
So this is Hot Summer Days. This will be in the Hot Summer Days sock bag because it's hot. And then, oh, I don't see it in here. Oh, yeah, I do. And then the Cool Summer Evenings. We have this gorgeous navy, very dark, inky navy blue, sort of a, what'd you call that? A main color kind of color.
Yeah.
What'd you call that?
It's a neutral.
Neutral.
Yeah.
A neutral color.
Yeah.
We need to put a picture here of all the colors together. The whole range just really talks to each other in a nice way. So we'll show these sock bags, but I just wanted to show that I have started really enjoying knitting this. It's such an easy knit. And you get the pattern for this in sock bags too, but we'll talk about that later. Yes. Oh, we did have some questions about what kind of color this is. Yeah. So we went around and pulled some similar colors to show you. So this is our Zinnia. And I don't know what's closest to it. It is an orange, isn't it? Oh, that's quite close. Yeah. Pickles, well, no, see, look, it looks quite different. Yeah. Pickles is more red. This is more orange here. How do these look?
Well, it's one of those colors that it's not orange.
It's not orange and it's not red.
It's its own color.
This is Ginger by Spindrift, color 462, and this is more orangey. This is more orangey. This is JC Rennie, and it's definitely lighter and more orange. Ooh, I love this. See, look at that.
It's still
this is though. More pink. Yeah. This is Scottish Yarn Festival Duncan, which I knit my
all about the ruffle.
Yes, in fact it's right there. Yeah, so this is, I would say, more coral than this. 125 in Jameson Smith. This is more orange.
That one ginger? Oh no,
that's copper. And then this is Rose Hip. Ooh, that's quite good. A little bit lighter, but that's quite good. This is Lichen and Lace.
Yeah. So if you have any of these colors at home,
if you like,
your stash,
you're gonna love it.
Yeah, you can kind of compare those to what this is. Yeah. But also, if you
this is its own color. You know, this is we created this color, and it's really hard to find another match. But but gorgeous. If you like hot colors, juicy colors.
Yeah.
I love a hot, juicy
It
color.
looks great with your shirt too.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Looks like you meant to do that.
Well, you know, who knows? Maybe I did. Maybe I didn't. Am I organized or am I just serendipitous? We'll never know.
Either way.
Yeah. So I'm not going to bother showing Billy, but what I will show is what I meant to cast on for the vest cowl. And I still have high hopes of this. One of the things I want to cast on for the vest cowl is Gudrun's, what's it called, Seafardy?
The Seafardy.
In the third, in the brown and beautiful blue. I want to do that. But this, and we still have kits of that, I think.
We do, yes.
But this is one I found, I had great plans to knit this on the bus in Scotland when I was on my trip. However, it's called the All Seasons Vest by Noriko Ichikawa. However, the bus had other plans. I was hardly able to even look at my laptop and work on the bus, never mind knit anything. So it never did get cast on. But wouldn't this be a great every day? So I think my plan for this, I don't know if I have it, is of course Rauma Strikkegarn. It's a DK white in this nice gray. So very neutral, very layering. My wardrobe would be better off for having something like that. So that's what I'm going to do. Yeah. Let's go to Caitlin and hear about her. She has an FO. She's got a lovely FO. And then her trials and tribulations and her thoughts on things. And then we'll see you on the other side.
Hi everyone, it's Caitlin and I'm so happy to be here with you again on the Shopcast. I'm checking in with what I've been up to this month and hope that you're keeping well. It is quite warm here where I am in kind of southwest Michigan, and yeah, I'm in my in-laws' basement, not my normal craft space. We are in the midst of a move up to the West Michigan area and sort of in the in-between, having sold but not yet finalized a new house. So yeah, I've still been making a little bit of time for knitting though, so I have some stuff to show you. First the sweater that I finished, and then the project that I'm working on, and then also sort of a pivoting project that I'm planning. So yes, this sweater I talked about 2 episodes ago on the Shopcast. I was working on it and now it's finished. I'll try to give you the whole length here. This is called the Rainy Day Tee by Sari Nordlund, and it has just this nice little cable here, round neck. It's top down, sort of like the vanilla sweater in that you cast on in the back and then you kind of make some increases and eventually join in the front, and then the raglan has that fun cable, and then it's just straight down the body. I did the sleeves about the length that the pattern called for. You could totally make these long sleeves. Actually, I think there maybe is a version of the sweater that's long sleeve, maybe even a cardigan too. But the yarn I chose is a souvenir yarn that I got last year in Germany, and it's a DK weight cotton. It's actually got like a slub to it, I would call it, like a thick and thin sort of a yarn. And you can tell this isn't like the weird camera pixelating. It actually does have sort of a like flashing effect. It has, yeah, kind of a little bit of texture to it, and I think that turned out kind of cool. It's subtle, but when the light catches, you can see the way that the thick and thin kind of settled into a bit of a pattern. So yeah, DK weight. I think the pattern called for a fingering weight plus a mohair, but I like this cotton for the short sleeve. It's actually quite heavy because it's DK weight, and cotton tends to be a denser yarn than the wool that I usually work with. So it feels different on the body than most of what I wear, and that's kind of cool. So after I finished this, I started a new project, and it's actually a return to a previous project that I talked about on the Shopcast. I am giving it a go for a second time after ripping out the first version when it didn't work out. This is the Pohjolan Neito sweater. It's in the first Knitted Kalevala book by Jenna K. And I can't remember if it was just last year, maybe a year and a half ago, I cast this on in the smallest size, and the neck and the slope of the shoulders were too tight and it wasn't going to fit right. So I've gone up a size and I'm trying again after taking quite a break from it. I didn't have the heart to rip all this color work out at first. So I did that not too long ago. This is going to have sort of a zigzag of the color work and transition into another color, which will be the rest of the body. And I picked this pretty green. Now the yarn in the pattern is actually 2 Cool Wool DK, which we sell at the Woolly Thistle, but this is a different souvenir yarn from Distilfink Fibers. They were at Wool and Folk a couple years ago, and so you could totally make this in the 2 Cool Wool DK. And actually, I would recommend that over this yarn, and I'll talk about how this project is going the second time around. I'm still not totally sure it's gonna work out. I'm really trying hard to make sure that my floats aren't too tight, but I'm just struggling a little bit and having doubts about how it's all going to black out. I'm partially going to blame the kinkiness of the yarn because I ripped it out after sitting on its sweater for so long. It's been kind of, yeah, it's just got like that, you know, kink to it. So the color work is not quite as smooth as would make me feel most at ease. This yarn also, I think, has a lot of long wool in it, whereas a lot of the color work yarns I tend to use are like Shetland, a little bit fuzzier, crimpier, shorter staple length, fills in the gaps a little better. This one, my color work usually looks better than this. So I'm a little worried. I think it looks okay on camera. It's when I can see some light behind it that I'm a little worried. Also, I think the 2 more things about this particular sweater design that have me feeling a little nervous are the graphic nature of what I love about the design here causes some really long floats, and so you have to catch your floats. I'm less confident in color work when there are these long vertical portions, when you've got one color and then a transition to another color, and that happens for several rows vertically. I just feel like it's harder to get that to look nice. I'm a little worried that this section is going to pucker. And then I think sort of coupled with that, the raglan has me feeling a little worried because I'm having to kind of like jump a gap and do some increases in here on every other row. A round yoke sweater, like an Icelandic style sweater, just feels like it agrees with color work better than this one is. So yeah, all those factors combined have me feeling just a little bit nervous about it and almost like I want to put it aside again. I am heading into a week of vacation, which is actually going to mean less knitting time probably. We're going to be up north with extended family and at a cabin and doing stuff all day, and this is not quite the right travel project. So I think I am going to set it aside, think it over for the week, and then see how I feel coming back to it. Maybe I'll block it again. I did that the first round, and on the first time I knit it, I only got to just at the split for the underarms. And then that was when I blocked it aggressively and decided to rip it out. I did talk about this on the Shopcast. It was probably a year and a half ago, so you might have to dig for that episode. I can't remember which one, but I actually returned to that episode to watch when I was getting ready to restart the project to see if I had told myself on the Shopcast what size I'd done, what I did or didn't like. That's maybe just a reminder to take some notes while you're doing the project. So just in case you have doubts and pause and return to it, you can remember what you were thinking. So that being said, I think that project is going to go on hold. And so just this morning I was making that decision and trying to pivot real quick to have another project ready to go for our vacation. And I had mentioned on the last Shopcast that I would like to knit a vest in Let Lopey for our vest knit along, which is still going on, I think a little longer. And I've not actually gotten around to casting this on, but I think I have a plan. My original plan was to make a simple pie vest, and looking at that pattern again, I think the fit wasn't quite what I wanted, just based on the photos. So I was just looking around Ravelry, and I found the Emery vest and pullover. They're by Joji Locatelli, and I've loved her designs in the past. And this pattern comes with both the vest and the pullover, which feels like an extra good deal. And it calls for a worsted weight. Now the vest and pullover both have cables basically all over the whole thing. I wouldn't normally think that Let Lopey would be the best yarn for cables, just because it's so rustic. I think it would kind of mush into itself and fuzz up a little more than I might want for cables. This is also a little bit on the darker side for colors, so it would be harder to notice the patterning. But I really liked the look of the fit of the sweater, and I think I'll like Let Lopey at the 17.5 stitch per 4-inch gauge. So I'm gonna play around with my swatch and see if I like how it looks if I just go with stockinette, and then use the numbers in the pattern to make a stockinette vest. It's just kind of a round neck, very simple. I think this yarn has so much character that just a very simple design would actually work really nice for this yarn and be nice in my wardrobe. So I'm going to see how the gauge swatch goes. I am going to take the time to gauge swatch. I will take the time to gauge swatch. And then I'll still have that pattern on hand if I want to do an actual cabled version of maybe the pullover in the future with a yarn with a little more kind of texture potential. So yeah, I'm gonna go swatch like right now so I can take this with me on vacation. Well, yeah, thank you again for having me on the Shopcast. I hope you enjoy your knitting and making, and we will see you next time. Take care.
Thank you, Caitlin. I think it's great to see that tenacity just shining through. No matter what you decide to do with your sweater, it'll be the right choice. But I know of which you speak, which is, you know, it's a little frustrating, but you want to figure this out and get it right and make an effort that you're going to love. And sometimes patterns are just not made for you, I think. You know, I think as knitters, we all find that, especially in garment knitting, because, you know, gauge and swatching and all that. I'm not saying that that Caitlin doesn't have all that right information, but sometimes things just don't work out, no matter how hard you try. But I hope she continues, and I hope she gets a lovely FO out of it. I think the color work is amazing. Loved your segment, Caitlin. Really enjoyed it. All right, so the Vestcal is wrapping up, but before we talk about the Vestcal, I'm thinking we haven't told folks what's on our bouncers.
No.
Do you want to show the new FO that we have here? This is a lovely sample knit for us.
This is the Air Tee by Ozetta.
Yeah.
Knit in WoolDreamers Saona.
Yeah.
This one is in the colors Pages. So if we don't have it in stock, we will have it shortly. Like, it's on the way.
Right.
So if it's not here by Friday, when you see this, sign up for the back in stock notification.
Yeah.
Do
you want to take her off so we can look at her a little bit closely?
Yeah, sure.
The Air Tee is a beautiful design by Ozetta that uses Saona, which is half wool, half cotton. So it's a lovely summery.
It's a really interesting construction, though. It starts in the back. You knit like this part sideways.
Right. And then you pick up.
Pick up. Yep. Pick up.
Beautiful.
And the collar on, or the neckline on it, it's got an I-cord, it's got some ribbing. It's just
lovely.
Really pretty.
A little bit of shaping.
Little detail.
And then do you pick up for there's some shaping under the arm there. And then I think you must pick up stitches for the sleeves.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. This feels so nice, doesn't it?
It is. It's really, really nice. So, and Maggie's sister made this
Marie,
for us.
thank you for that.
Yeah.
Beautiful job. We'll enjoy having this
arrived in the mail this week.
You know what would look really cute with this on the model is a little Sophie scarf, right? So you could style it like that.
You know, next year.
Next
year.
year.
Make another one.
I'll hold you to it. So yeah, that is that. Really good to have that. If you're interested in knitting a summer tee, we do have some yarns that are not 100% wool. We've got the Saona, which is half cotton, half wool. We've got Biche Bush, which is 100% cotton. I think Ruth talks about cotton Biche Bush, so we'll wait till after her segment.
But the Sauna colors.
Oh, you have
there's Pages is that one.
Very natural.
This
neutral.
one is Ozetta, named after Ozetta, the designer.
Yes, she made this in collaboration with WoolDreamers, so I think this is her palette. Which
this one
lovely.
is a Seraph. It's got a nice oatmeal-y color.
Gorgeous.
Have a little darker Guthrie.
Almost a gray, sort of a warm gray. Love it.
This one is Fratelli. It's kind of a lilac-y sort of look
or
to
lavender
it.
even. Yeah, it's gray, but it's got that purpley bluey.
And 1985 that when people have called and asked about, I told them it looks like kind of a worn pair of denim.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like not brand new, but also not super faded.
Right.
So.
Yeah. Really, really nice. Yeah. So we have all this, and you said it's back in, or it'll be in soon.
If it's not here now, it will be shortly.
Okay.
So
fantastic.
click on the notify me when available button, and you'll get an email as soon as it's here.
That looks like a fun knit, honestly. Very interesting, but also short sleeves, very fast.
Yep.
Nice.
But also for like transitional periods, you
Yeah.
can wear that underneath
Yeah.
a jacket or
yeah. Absolutely. So the Festival is quickly coming to its fullness of time. I think it'll be finishing really soon. So you're on the home stretch, Festivals. And we will be announcing winners and sending out prizes when that does finish. The other bouncer, of course, is wearing Fortrose vest, which is my design. And this is in Jameson and Smith. We do have kits for that if that interests you. Maybe you're not calling along, but you want to knit a vest. This would be a great one. Great for beginners too, because the colorwork pattern is really memorable and no catching floats. That's right. All right. So Facebook group.
Yes.
Daily
discussion post.
Yeah.
We've started I don't know, maybe a month ago, doing a daily discussion post.
Yeah.
I saw over the weekend there were posts about like what's the farthest away that your knitting bag has ever gone. What's a project that you could knit in the dark without even thinking about it. So just some fun little discussion posts.
Yeah.
You can search for those with hashtag TWT Daily Wool Love in our Facebook group.
Yeah, and then you'll find them all and join in and chat away.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah, sock bags launched this week. Huzzah! So excited. They're doing great. I'm sure we still have some, at the time of recording, they haven't launched yet, but I'm sure we'll have some for you if you're on the fence and want to buy one. Should we do a show of what we've got?
Yeah.
Okay, so as you might or might not know, we have two themes. One bag is hot summer days, and the other one is cool summer nights. And that means that you get one of two bags. So you can purchase a hot summer days bag, and you will get either the pink,
fantastic raspberry pink,
or the orange.
Yes.
That is a true orange. Let me just do this.
Yeah, it's.
See, it's darker than a true orange.
This is kind of like a road cone orange.
Yes, it is.
In the best way.
In the best way.
Yeah.
When you're on your summer driving.
Yes.
Yes. And then, do you want to show the picture?
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yes. We got the otters by the river or by the lake.
Having fun knitting. Hanging out. So all of the bags have that graphic, which was done for us by Christine, who is Maggie's cousin, and she has done many of our graphics. So you've got the hot summer days. I've got the cool summer nights. So you would either get one in blue or one in green, and the color will just be chosen at random for you. You'll get one or t'other if you're buying the cool summer nights or the hot summer days.
Or if you buy two,
you could buy one.
You can buy one of each.
Yeah.
If you buy four, you'll get all four bags.
Yes, there you go. That would be you set for a good year of sock knitting.
Oh my gosh, yes.
So I'm just going to randomly show you what's in this blue bag, which is one of the cool nights, and then you can show, I think what's in the orange one. I think I showed what's in the pink one before.
Is it? Okay, I'll grab the orange.
There are lots of variations between all the bags in terms of color, but the actual yarn you receive, this is representative of the yarn lines that will be in your cool bag or your hot bag. So in the cool bag, you will get 2 gorgeous skeins of Garthanor that was made especially for the Woolly Thistle sock bag. We made this in collaboration with them. This is their Snowdonia organic sock yarn, which is made with beautiful organic wool. This particular one is 83% Romney, 17% Hebridean. 2 good yarns. These make really great socks. So you'll get that in your cool bag, cool summer nights. You will get a skein of our favorite West Yorkshire Spinner signature 4-ply. This one's in the bird colorway. It's Kingfisher. Love that. Ooh, new to us is the Allegria, which is by, is this the Manos?
Yeah.
Yes. It feels so good.
I have some of that in my stash
Do
at home
you?
from years past.
Yes. So, so you'll get this in your bag, and of course you'll get the brand new navy blue Rambler. In addition to that, each bag comes with a lovely suggestion card. You'll also get my pattern in the cool bag for this 3x1 rib stripy Rambler sock pattern, but I suppose you could use any sock yarn in your bag for this. It continues. You get 2 little die cut stickers of our beautiful funny little otters.
Yep, the otters from the bag.
Utterly adorable. There, I did it.
Because you ought to be knitting. I've been waiting to say that.
That is so good. It's bad how good it is.
I know.
And then you get a tin with another otter on it. Just an empty tin for you to keep all your little stitch markers and tapestry needles and knickknacks. You can never have too many of these.
Yep.
And of course, you get the bag. So this one, you'll get a green one or a blue one. So that's everything that comes in the cool summer nights. Do you want to show what's in yours?
Yes, hot summer days bag. So orange, or like we said, the bright pink. And the first thing I'm going to grab out of here is 2 skeins of John Arbonne Exmoor sock.
Ooh,
So,
I love that stuff.
I know. You know, I love the yarn. I love the names. Like, there's
Yes.
nothing I don't love. This is
I know.
Ahmedad, this fun
And this
lime
one,
green
this
color.
one actually is a little bit superwashed with and has 10% nylon in it for strength.
Yes.
Yes.
Next one is a new one to us. This is Schuppel Admiral.
Yeah.
This is from Germany.
Yeah.
So 100 grams, just a nice squishy.
Squishy, soft.
Yeah.
And it has nylon in it too. I want to say
Yes, it does.
75-25.
Yep. One more superwash is an 80-20 organic merino and nylon that is from Lichen and Lace.
Yes.
So if you are someone that likes the Lichen and Lace singles that we have,
Yeah, this is her sock
sock yarn.
Made in Canada.
Yep, it's just the colors are super fun,
Hand dyed
super soft
by Megan. Yeah, this is pretty.
Yep.
Hand dyed in New Brunswick, and it's 80-20 superwash and nylon. 365 yards. Great. We've never had this in the shop before, so this is in the sock bag and your hot sock.
And
sock
last but not least,
bag. Yay!
Zinnia Rambler.
Yes.
Love this color.
Loving it. Loving it.
And then also the same
So yes,
stickers.
you'll get the pattern
suggestion.
especially for that bag. They're different,
Yes.
so you'll get different suggestions in both bags. You will get your 2 stickers and your notions 10.
Yep. And the pattern in this bag is a broken rib. That's Corinne's pattern.
Lochside.
So yeah, just
So
a simple
that's
little-
what I'm knitting on right now is in the Zinnia colorway.
Yep.
But yeah.
So yeah. So broken rib in this one,
Yeah.
and regular stripy rib in the other one.
Well, regular in as much as it's a 3x1,
Yeah.
so not a 2x2. Yeah. I love these. And I do a square heel turn. So I tell you how to do that. I also really love my
your
heel
garter
flap
stitch,
pick.
yeah.
Yeah, and the garter stitch for picking up.
Yep. Same on this one.
Yeah. Yeah, I love a good sock. I really, really do. So, yes, so you get that in that. Yeah, so the sock bag is amazing. I think the value is really, really good. There's a lot in here, and the yarns are wonderful. And we'll keep you knitting socks all through whatever sock knitting you need to do. I'm at the stage where I really do need to knit socks because my oldest socks are now, a little bit holy. You know, the ones I knit 10 years ago.
Yep.
They've lasted.
So I'm gonna make a a ploy to the not sock knitters.
I was going to say, yeah.
I know how to knit socks. I have knit socks. I don't love to knit socks for whatever reason. But I love sock yarn. I have oodles of it.
Yeah.
I make fingerless mitts.
Yeah.
I do Sophie scarves.
Yeah, and other neck shawls.
Cowls, shawls.
Sock yarn is great for shawls. It is usually quite drapey. Yeah.
Yep.
Depending on the gauge.
So even if you're not a sock knitter, don't ignore the sock bag because it's just sock yarn. It's not only for socks.
Right, exactly. You can get creative.
Yep.
It's a good deal. So, and some of this stuff we don't have in the shop normally, and you can only get these 2 new colors of Rambler in the sock bags for now.
Yep.
We might come out with it in a few months, but for now, it's just in the bag. All right, so that is awesome. The sock sprint, we always do a sock sprint in July. That starts in a couple of weeks on July 17th, which is a Thursday night. It's a 2-week loosey-goosey, knit a pair of socks as fast as you can. It's only competing against yourself or going slow, whatever you want. But you can knit along with us and have some community at the same time. And again, that's just knit a pair of socks as fast as you can, maybe from your sock bag, because you'll have sock mojo.
If you live in the greater kind of New England area, the Great Northern Yarn Haul started this week. It runs the entire month of July, from July 1st through the 31st.
It's our first time.
First time participating in this one. This is a shop hop with 26 shops throughout Vermont, New Hampshire, and Maine. So cute little bag.
Cotton
you get your
bag.
passport. Like I said, there's 26 shops. If you get to just eight shops and get initialed on your passport, you're in the running for prizes.
Wow.
Every shop has a door prize. There's a grand prize. There are state-specific prizes. So if you make it to all the shops in New Hampshire, you're in the running for the New Hampshire state prize. If you get to all of Vermont. So yeah.
It's Maine, New Hampshire, and Vermont.
Yes.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And you can, it's all month long, so you can take
long.
some time on the weekend or if you're off for vacation.
Yep.
And poodle around and either just hit up a few and just do what you want, or you can really go for it and try and get all in your state or all of them. That would be wild. Ooh.
Yeah, so that
might be fun.
Yeah, that's coming up and going on.
Yeah. So yeah, please do participate. I think that sounds like a lot of fun. Get your girlfriends together, get your knitter friends together, and maybe
get your guy friends together if they're knitters.
That's right, for sure.
Can't assume.
For sure. And have some nice time out pootling around some of these states, which are beautiful in the summer.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to go look at the link. Is there a link here that we can send people to?
Yes.
Okay, so click the link so that you can find out all about it, where all these shops are participating. There'll be loads of new to you shops too, I'm sure. So yeah, that sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Knitting, ice cream, local lakes,
air
scenery.
conditioning in the car.
Yeah.
Yeah, off to the coast, into the mountains. Gorgeous. That's a great way to explore. All right, so we've got that coming up too. Also, as this is going out to you, this is the 4th of July, so wishing you a very happy 4th. Hope you're celebrating funly with your knitting. Take your knitting when you go out. And it's a good time for us to highlight some American-made yarns, is it not?
Absolutely.
Okay, so let's do that. What do we have?
We have Rambler, of course.
Shall we show Rambler then?
Yes.
And I think we should just go through all the colors. So you know that we have 2 new colors. We'll show them again in a minute because I love them. All right, just go for it. This is Golden Fern. Now, this is our Rambler yarn. It is a sock yarn. It's 100% wool, and it is a wonderful blend with a 3-ply high twist that makes it very strong for socks. Did I say it's a fingering weight? And we have several colors now. This range is growing because you guys love it. So thank you for that. This one here is Golden Fern.
This one is Blue Spruce. This is one of my favorites.
Yeah. The Lake and Sky, which are the 2 other blues, they will be back in stock probably
any day.
This is Esther, which I love. It's a pinky, purpley, lilac-y kind of color.
This is Marybelle's. This is one of the 3 new ones from last year.
Time. Yeah. This is Pine, a wonderful green.
This one's Cinnamon Fern.
That was one of the other new ones.
Yep.
Trillium. I knit my Haligarth shawl in this, and I think Renee is.
has a
Shout out
Haligarth.
to Renee. We miss you, Renee.
Yes.
And Caitlin, we miss you as well. But anyway, Renee was knitting in this Trillium.
She was knitting Haligarth also.
Yes, she was inspired.
Lupine.
Yeah.
Nice
That
purple.
is a purple, yeah.
Yeah.
Wild Clover was one of our colors last year, and this gorgeous pinky, to die for.
And last but not least, the neutral of all neutrals, natural.
Yes.
Just
So
that
now,
nice kind of-
you could do something like that. That's feeling very Norwegian to me.
How about these three together?
Oh, shoot. Oh my gosh, I hadn't even thought of that. All right, let's put them all together. Let's hold everything together to see how these new colors through that way.
All right.
Okay. Look at this collection. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. Oh, yeah, but yeah, so some nice little 3 things. Let's see. I think this and this. And of course, we're missing the 2 other blues. Ooh, gorgeous.
Fun. Nice little fun combination for summer.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I like that. Let's see. Ooh, very nice. You'll have to pause and take a picture of your screen if you are interested in these particular colors going together. Oh, I mean, we're totally just ballparking it here.
I don't know if you already grabbed this one or not, but I like that one.
I had not.
Okay, well, there you go.
Yeah. What about these? Do these? Oh, I sounded like a Wookiee or something.
You did.
That's when you know I'm in the zone. All right.
Did you put the red and the blue together?
Oh, that's good.
Wouldn't that be a nice nautical summer something or other?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, you can go to town. And if you want help with this, trying to select colors and putting them together, that's what our customer service thrives on, is helping you get just the right yarns and the colors that you want. So we can always talk to you ad nauseum about different colors.
Yep. I see Alyssa running back to the back regularly, picking out like bins of colors that people ask for.
Yeah. Yeah, it's totally good. So, all right, so what other American made do we have?
The next one that is just up the road is Junction Fiber Mill.
Yay!
And we just got 5 new colors of theirs in.
Oh, good. Let's have a wee looky through these then.
So this one is Red Hots.
Is this the DK?
This is their DK. Yep.
Yeah.
So Red Hots.
Fun. I love the amount of pink in that Red Hot. It's good. This is wild. Look at this green color. Gorgeous.
This one's Daybreak. I thought we had Daybreak before, but maybe not. But it's really pretty. It's like oranges and yellows and taupes and...
Yeah. Heyday.
Oh, that one's
You
nice.
love yellows, don't you?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. Look at all these gold.
And the last one is Lily Pads.
Oh,
all
fun.
Greens and yellows and golds and...
Gorgeous.
So, yeah.
We're lucky to be their neighbors. They're right across the water in Vermont, and we enjoy them.
Yep. Our deliveries from Junction come by way of Peggy's pickup truck.
Yep. Hand delivered.
Yep.
Can't beat it.
Uh-huh.
What else do we have?
Yeah. And last we have Mountain Meadow Cody from Montana.
Yay.
Or no, Wyoming. Sorry.
Yeah. Wyoming.
Yes.
Okay, so we have expanded our color range in this because you guys are snapping it up, which is fun.
Yep.
So let's just show you what we've got right now. We've got Cody. This is wheat, which is such a buttery, wheaty yellow. I love it.
This one is teal.
These are all 2-ply sport weight with 185 yards and 50 grams. So this is Thistle. Woo!
They are a non-superwash merino wool. So it's got the kind of the softness of the merino, but they're also non-superwash.
And I just love the hand on them. The ply on them makes them feel quite pebbly, which is interesting.
Yep, this one is sorrel.
Oh, I like that. This one's quartz, which I think would go with that sorrel.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be nice? Ta-da! Oh. Yum, yum. This is russet.
This one's storm. Kind of a soft blue.
Natural cream. Good base.
Sage.
Just showing you. Oh, man. This is another gray. This is medium gray.
Well, we're doing grays, then we'll do the light gray.
This is marigold. How does this one compare to the, was it sorrel?
Sorrel. It's a little more yellow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Love it.
Yep.
Go ahead.
This one is pastel flower?
Pasque.
Pasque flower? Pasque. I don't know.
It's pretty.
Yeah.
It's sort of a lilac-y, lavendery gray. This is pine. Is it pine? No, it's not. It's fern.
Fern.
Okay.
Yep. Another lupine.
Cowboy. Love it.
And this one is Crabapple.
Oh, I like that color.
Yeah.
So these again, really nice for doing color work because they have good choices of colors.
Yep. The Jenny Lake shawl was made in this also.
That's
Carolyn Holbrook's
right.
Jenny Lake shawl uses 5 skeins.
Yeah.
And we have brought
5 same color skeins.
Yes, 5 same color skeins.
But really lovely to knit and wear. So
Yep.
that's fantastic. So yeah, those are some of our US yarns that we have on offer right now. Happy 4th of July. And oh my gosh, we forgot. Should we go to Ruth now?
Yes, let's go see Ruth.
And Ruth's talking about all her crochet and her little babies there. And we'll see you on the other side.
Hello, Woolly Thistlers. Ruth here, and I'm here with another installment of crochet goodness for you. We've had so much happening at the shop that I want to share with you. The first thing, of course, is our vest make along, and just kind of checking in with my own progress here and seeing how all of you are doing on the vest cal. To me, a vest basically is defined as something without sleeves, something you can wear without sleeves. I opted to go for a very summery option, and I wanted to share that with you first off here. My selection is from the new Let's Crochet magazine from Lichen Publications. They really hit it out of the park with this book. If you can get your hands on a copy of it, I highly recommend. There are a lot of great patterns in here for the crocheter. Speaking of which, I am doing what is on the cover here, this garment, which is by Linda Skuja, and this is called the Merza top. And I am actually making mine in Bijay Bouche Le Petit organic cotton, which we carry at the Woolly Thistle. And I want to show you how I'm doing. This is a top-down construction. I am making mine in this lovely color. And this is a soft green gray. That's the color name. And yeah, this is 100% organic cotton. It is a fingering weight. There's 100 grams and 328 yards to one ball. And here is my Merza top coming along. So let's see if I can get this right. I'm working on the front right now, so that's the front. I'll face the front towards you. So as you can see, she's done a play on the granny granny square stitch, I should say, and then she's interspersed these lovely what we call spider motifs in crochet. This is absolutely a lovely yarn to work with. It's very soft in the hand, and we have it in quite a few lovely soft colors, and we got a few new colors in as well, so I encourage you to check them out. This is going to block out very, very nicely, and this pattern is very potato chippy. She walks you right through every aspect of it, and yeah, I'm having a great time with this. I'm working back and forth right now on the front, and then slowly, once I get down to the underarm area, I'll be joining in the round. So what's nice about this pattern is it is pretty much the same either way you go. So whether you go back and forth or in the round. So yeah, that's the Merza top from Linda Skuja, and it's in the Let's Crochet Lichen publication. All right, moving on, I wanted to share with you another publication that we have at the shop, and I'm happy to be able to own all 7 issues of it. Our latest issue of the Journal of Scottish Yarn, which is issue number 7. They do a lovely job with this magazine, or book, I should say book. Look, it's kind of a book. But I wanted to point out to you a couple of the crochet offerings they have in this number 7 issue. And the first one is the Neul crochet top. I'm going to show you the picture here. It's this lovely kind of gossamer diaphanous top. This is done in a lace weight yarn. And the designer is Merrian, Holland. I'm just going to turn the page here so you can see it in a different colorway of yarn. And I thought this one would work up really, really nicely in J&S Supreme Shetland lace weight, which we carry at the shop in some very nice base colors. We have white, brown, and gray, and a light gray in that colors. And yeah, I think this would work up really nicely in that. So, and then the other crochet offering in this book is the Map Lichen Open Cardigan. So you can kind of see the detail on the top here. This is done in a variegated yarn, this particular one. And then if I turn the page, you can see it done in kind of a more solid color, although it is kind of a heathery yarn that they're using there. This is actually done in a DK weight yarn. It's very pretty, very flowy, very flowy. Both of these garments are very flowy. This designer is Samira Hill. And I think this would work up really well, believe it or not, in West Yorkshire Spinners Color Lab Sock DK. I know it's named a sock yarn, but I think the variegated colors of the Color Lab are really appealing and would look really, really nice in this type of garment. The other thing is, if you want to keep it just solid colors, WoolDreamers Moda is also a good selection for this particular garment. So yeah, that's the Journal of Scottish Yarns, and this is issue 7, which is Spring Summer 2025. So yeah. And then I wanted to share with you a kit that we got in. Actually, there were 2 kits. It's the same design, kind of, but one is done in knit and one is done in crochet. Also from West Yorkshire Spinners. This is called the Springtime Blanket Crochet Along. Now this came out, I think, in March. I think they were running the crochet along and the knit along a couple months back, but we just got the kits in to the shop, and this is a new to me yarn. Let me just take this out so you can actually see a picture of the Afghan. This is a springtime Afghan, and you might question why you would need a a blanket going into the warmer months. This particular yarn is mostly plant-based. It is made up of 70%, I believe it is. Let me just check on that real quick. I have it in my notes. No, 60% lyocell. And lyocell is a plant based type of yarn or fiber. It's made from cellulose, and it's really a really nice fiber, very soft in the hand. The other content here is, the other 40% is Falkland Islands wool. But what I wanted to kind of impart on you is some of the things I learned about lyocell, just looking it up. It's an effective antibacterial, and it also has great moisture absorption. And so it makes it ideal for a lighter weight blanket. So on those cooler nights, after a warm day and the weather kind of turns cool like we have it here in New England, it's kind of a nice thing to cuddle up with and provide an extra layer. It's also suitable for sensitive skin. So if you're a little sensitive like I am, I have very very pale, fair skin, and that tends to increase the sensitivity factor. It is really, really soft in the hand, I have to tell you. So I can't wait to start using this. And yeah, the kit right now is in stock. And I just want to show you some of the lovely colors. It comes in this nice bag with a zipper. Yeah, and so once again, that is the Springtime Blanket Crochet Along. Yeah, and so it has, oh, the other thing I wanted to tell you this is tapestry crochet. And I was looking at the pattern. You do get a free download code with the pattern when you buy, or with the kit when you buy the kit. And there are wonderful tutorials, video tutorials on the pattern, so that in case there's you need a review of tapestry crochet, or if you're learning tapestry crochet, you have those video tutorials to tap into. I enjoy video tutorials. I happen to be a very visual learner, and so that really helps me a lot. I think the best thing to come along sometimes is YouTube, because there's so many videos out there to show you how to do things. And then finally, I wanted to show you this book. I believe it's been on the Shopcast already, but we just got this one in recently as well. This is A Year of Amigurumi Friends. This is 24 cute animals to crochet month by month, and the designer is Andrea Ferreira. I'm just going to have you kind of a close-up of the cover, because the cover has, I think, all of the animals on here, save for one that I can see. This is a great book to get if you're starting out making amigurumi, these little figures. And truly, it's, you choose your own adventure type of thing. You can, crochet up one. If you're giving it to a small person, you can embroider eyes instead of using safety eyes, which is usually recommended for a toy for a small person. But I wanted to show you the one that, or the two that I just made. These work up very quickly, especially if you've done amigurumi before and you're experienced crocheter. This is March. She has two figures for each month, and so this is the March offering. So this is Harriet the hen, Cooper the chick, and this is the goose, Gretel. I think her name is Gretel the goose here. So you ready? Here is Harriet. Now, I didn't make the apron on Harriet. As you can see in the picture, she has an apron. But that's the beauty in making your own things and stopping when you want to stop and doing your own thing. So this was all done in J&S 4-ply, or 2-ply. What am I speaking of? This brown here is number 32. The darker brown is number 4, and then the comb is 93, that's the red, and then the feet and the beak are done in 73, that's orange, and you can see the little tail and back, or the little tail feathers. She has such very cute detailing on these, as well as very good descriptive instructions on how to sew the wing on, where to sew the wing on. Yeah, I can't recommend it enough. And then, of course, here's little Cooper the chick. And this one is, I will put it, I'll have them put it up on the screen, the J&S color. But I used number 73, the orange. These were 6mm safety eyes that I used here. And these little pink eyelashes, I want to call them eyelashes. She calls them cheeks in the book. I just found some pink yarn that was kicking around and just kind of embroidered those on there. Gives the eyes quite a bit of character. And then these are supposed to be 4mm eyes, safety eyes, but I only had, the smallest I had was 5mm, so that's what little Cooper got for his eyes. So I think they're stinking adorable. All of them in the book. So yeah, once again, this is the a year of amigurumi friends. And yeah, a good starter book for amigurumi. And you get, it's packed, you know. So that's going to do it for me on this go round. Happy crocheting, and I will see you again soon.
Thank you, Ruth. I loved your segment all about crochet and the blanket. I'm so excited to see that in the works. We have crochet, and I don't know if we still have the knitting blankets for that in stock. We may well have.
Yeah, I think so.
From West Yorkshire Spinners. So
the yarn is so soft.
I know.
Yeah,
and it's
really
plant-based
nice.
and all of that. So, and also Ruth was talking about issue 7 of Yarn. Which is the Scottish Journal of Yarn. Hold it up so they can see it. There you go. This is the brand new issue just out now. And when we ordered this, we also got back issues. So if you're missing any, I think this publication is just phenomenal. And this one has a whole thing about tartan in it this time, which, so it's not just about yarn necessarily. It's about Scottish textiles. Yeah. So yeah, fantastic.
Yep.
Love it. Susan Anderson is the creator of this, not to be confused with Susan B. Anderson. She's in Edinburgh.
Educational things on sheep. And,
yeah, and it smells really good too.
Yeah.
So this comes all the way from Scotland, and I highly recommend that you have a look at that. Ruth also mentioned Let's Crochet by Lina.
Yeah.
And I think she's actually...
That's what she's making.
Oh my God, it's so pretty. I love it.
Yeah.
Really love it.
Yep. So that's...
Yeah, so
Let's
that's that. We
Crochet.
have that in stock.
Yes, we do.
And she also mentioned Bichet Bush, so I thought we could show the colors of Bichet Bush here, which is in the cotton. And it looks like we might have doubles.
I think we're going to do duplicates, yeah.
So again, we've got this lovely buttery yellow. This is light yellow. So this is 100% cotton from Bichet Bush. It's nice, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a fingering weight.
Yeah.
I know Ruth's using it. Maggie has used it. A few other people have used it.
They recommend US 2.5 to 4, and it's 328 yards.
Yep. This one is soft blue green.
What's Maggie making with this?
She made a
the stripey?
the stripey.
Yeah, that's right, for her
Julie last
daughter.
year.
Yeah. Light green, which is like an apple. Gorgeous.
Rust.
I think we showed these last time.
Yeah.
Light peach, which is sort of a pink, very pale pink. It's okay. I mean, we can handle this.
Soft
See them
green
again.
gray. Kind of a real pale sage.
Beige. Not my color, but some people can carry it off. Although that's right. We were talking about mixing it with other colors and doing stripes that you can get up close to your face.
Yep.
This one here is dark gold. It's really a brownie color.
This one's dark gray. It's like a charcoal kind of.
This is soft green gray.
Yep, I think I talked about showed that one
Oh,
already.
did you? Sorry.
Yep, that's okay.
Anything else?
I think we're good.
You showed
Yep,
that one. Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, so, we have these. It's summertime. If you want to try knitting with some cotton, 100%, that would be good.
52 weeks.
52 weeks of scraps. Finally, it's back in stock. I think we were waiting for that a little bit. This book is done crazy good.
Yep.
Of course, why wouldn't it? I mean, it's a great idea for using up scraps.
It's big too. Look at how big that book is.
Yeah, and it's such a pretty cover.
Yeah, it's heavy. There's lots to it.
Loads of good stuff in there.
Yeah, the first thing I turned to were a pair of socks.
Yep.
So there's socks, there's shawls, there's sweaters. Let me look and see how many pages or how many patterns. There's 51, 52. Oh, it's 52 because it's 52 weeks. Okay, never mind.
Did you hear the penny drop there?
We didn't have this conversation. But no, it's in the beginning. It's got 9 tips on using your scrap yarn and how to combine things.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
how to
because you
organize
could
your
hold them
stash
together
and-
in some of these.
Yep.
And there's crochet and knitting, which I love.
Yep.
Oh,
Look at this.
look at that sweater.
Look at that.
Yeah, it's fantastic. Fantastico. Okay, what else do we want to talk about? Oh, a year of amigurumi. That was something else that Ruth mentioned because of her little friends here. They're so cute. So this is just in, and hopefully we still have some left if you're interested.
If not, there's more coming. I think a restock was
You can
placed
sign up
already.
for back in stock. Yeah.
Yeah, look at the little walrus.
I know. My daughter's already making demands. I will not be doing this.
And they have accessories too. Like the
Oh yeah.
yeah,
Like,
there's a beach ball to go with our rhinoceros and
oh, the little chicken can have a little penny on if you want to. Yeah.
so yeah. There's my
So neat and tidy, and she used scraps of GNS for these, which I think is magical and wonderful. Great, unique use.
okay, I have to show you this. This little elephant
Oh,
has a little suitcase. And you can see her suitcase opens and closes right there. It's like a little travel suitcase.
Oh,
So
very cute, very fun, very quick. I think as well to make these. I told Maya that she could learn to crochet and make her own.
yeah, there you go.
Yeah, like you can't go wrong with something like this.
She asked me this morning if you would make her one. I said probably not.
That's right. We all know. We all know the truth. Okay, what other summer knits from
Summer knits, yes.
from Sari Nordlund.
Yes. Summer knits.
Yes, beautiful photos again. Very nice pairing with her first book, Softly.
Yep.
And so this is for summer though. So
Yeah,
more
it
short
is.
sleeves.
There's short
and-
sleeves, there's skirts, there's tank tops. Very, very size inclusive. The photography is size inclusive.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah, there's a
A nice vest. Yeah. Yeah. These books are really nice. Hardbound.
Yep.
Beautifully photographed. Great
Yep.
instructions.
Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that short sleeve sweater.
Yeah. With some lace, I think, or cables. Lace and cables? I don't know. So yes, we have both of these in stock. This is finally here. And so if that interests you,
Yeah.
a good buy.
Yep.
Yeah.
Very pretty.
And of course, it's Sari Nordlund's design that I'm knitting right now with the Billy cardigan, which is not either of these books. And we are super excited about John Urban's new yarn that is on its way to us. It might be here by the time this goes live. We will update as late as we can as to where it is. But it's on its way. It's called Mineralogy. It's their special new yarn that they launched during their mill weekend, I believe. So that is coming, and it will be here just as soon as it's here. So that's good.
That was a crowdsourced yarn.
Yes, that's right.
They asked all their social media people and to vote on what they wanted and what colors and what fiber and all sorts
Can't
of
wait
things.
to see it. Cannot wait to see it.
Yeah.
Ooh, we have kept you waiting for another prize winner. Maybe we should do that. Would you like to read the prize winner?
All right. So our second prize winner today for a $25 gift card. And again, if this is you, send us an email to info@thewoollythistle with prize winners all in caps, and we'll get the gift card out to you. This one is at Boo Quotation. And Boo Quotation says, thanks for this inspiring episode. So hot now, I'm fantasizing already about fall and winter knitting. We are too.
Wishful thinking there, for sure. Congratulations. Like Jill said, just send us an email to info@thewoollythistle. And if you would like to be in the running, all you need to do is leave us a comment down below, give us a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and that will be it.
There's a very scientific method for picking out the winners.
Yeah.
I scroll with my finger really fast until the prizes start or the comments start going, and then just stop. So
Jill is the one that picks the prizes. Yeah. So yes, we do it genuinely at random.
Yeah.
Very good. Very good. So yeah, we will have 2 more prizes next time. We still have to go visit Rachel up there in Fair Isle. Is there anything else for us to share? I feel like we went through a lot of stuff, Jill.
I think we did too, but I think we got it all.
Well, thank you so much for co-hosting.
Yeah, thank you.
And we'll see Maggie back in the next episode. But I think all that's left to say before we go to Fair Isle is if you go out,
take your knitting.
Bye.
Bye.
Hello, Woolly Thistlers. It's Rachel from Barkland Croft here in Fair Isle. I hope you're all keeping well. Well, June's weather didn't get off to a very summery start, it has to be said, and the first few days brought us gales and torrential rain, which wasn't much fun. And I think we even managed some hail at one point as well. At least the rain did help to refill the stream beds that last month had just been completely dry and dusty. After a few days, the drier weather and sunshine returned, and it was much nicer to be out in the fields with the sheep. Peanut and his friend Wellington stopped by to say hello. And just look how quickly the tadpoles have grown into frogs, who've still got their little tails on them though. Naughty Girl's lamb now has a name thanks to one of my lovely patrons, and she's called Roki. Apparently Odoroki is the Japanese word for surprise, which she certainly was, so she's called Roki for short. And there she is trying to play with Ruffalo, but Ruffalo sadly not very interested in playing with her. You may remember that in March 2019 a fire absolutely devastated the Fair Isle Bird Observatory. It's taken just over 6 years, but finally the new bird observatory is open and taking paying guests. The first bird observatory in Fair Isle opened in 1948, using huts that had been left by the Royal Naval Detachment that was billeted here in World War II. In 1969, the first purpose-built bird observatory was opened, and all subsequent observatories have been built on the same site. OBS 3 opened in 1989, OBS 4 in 2010, and finally OBS 5 in June 2025. The new OBS has a big boot room, a ringing room, corridors for accommodation, really nice bedrooms with floor to almost ceiling windows for fantastic views, a big dining room, a really big kitchen, and a very spacious bar and lounge area. These 4 illustrations may not look like much, but amazingly they survived the fire and were able to be cleaned up and displayed on the walls in the new observatory. As you can see, the tadpoles have grown into frogs now, and we had a couple of days of really warm weather where the frogs or little froglets were hopping absolutely everywhere. You can maybe see some of them in the background there. And Ginge was very intrigued by these fast moving, hopping things. June's strawberry moon certainly lived up to its name, and it wasn't long before we were back to the miserable weather again, which seems to have been rather a feature of June so far. The old girls were being very sensible and keeping nice and dry in the byre. There we've got Rainbow Bright, there's Solo in the back with Ginge keeping her company. And there's Butterscotch. They've definitely got the best seats in the house there, keeping nice and cosy and dry. Even Yeva popped in to say hello quickly. Roki spotted a sunbathing Ruffalo and was quick to come and investigate, with her mum Naughty Girl keeping a close eye. She found some biscuits there. Sadly, Ruffalo's still not very interested in playing with Roki. Finally, a month after everyone else got their fields spread with fertiliser, mine were done, and it was time to put some extra fencing up to try and stop the sheep jumping in and eating all the new grass growth. This was taken at 11 o'clock on Midsummer's Eve, and what a beautiful evening it was. You can see just how light it still is at this time of night up here in Shetland. And for once it was promising that we might have an actually good day of weather on Midsummer itself. At 3:15 in the morning on Midsummer's Day, it was just as bright. And I was still very hopeful that for the first time in the 10 years I've been here, Midsummer itself might actually be a nice day of weather. Unfortunately, it wasn't to be, and this pretty much set the weather pattern for the next few days. Very unsummer-like indeed. And it got worse with thunder.
All right, girls. You're okay, darlings. You're okay. Shh, 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 shh. It's all right. All right. Nasty thunder. Hey. All right, Rainbow Bright. Right, you go find some shelter all together. Off you go.
We so rarely get thunderstorms here in Fair Isle. Once a year, if that. And whilst the sheep are always completely oblivious to low-flying helicopters, aeroplanes, come thunder, they really panic because they're not used to it. So poor old sheep. And then it turned into an absolute deluge. And finally, to end on a positive note, thank you so much to all of you who left such kind comments about the fact that we had some knitwear stolen from the haul last month. Amazingly, the company that employed the person who allegedly stole the items of knitwear agreed to refund the three of us the full amount of the value of our knitwear. So that was a much better result than we could ever have hoped for. See you again soon. Bye for now.